to our audience as well. Welcome to our official introductory webinar focusing on EstMUN. My name is Andrei Pankratov. I'm the Secretary General of this event, and I will speak today about our program, what it entails, what you can learn from it. And here with me is Meerike.
Hi, my name is Meerike Terasmaa. I'm the EstMUN coordinator in Estonia, and I'm helping out with the organizational side to organize EstMUN.
Yes, and there's actually three of us in here. Behind the camera is Kelly, who will be helping us with filming this whole thing. And if you hear a disembodied voice, it's fine. She will ask us questions on your behalf. So feel free to ask questions at any time. We will pause and go through them. And if you just have anything on your mind, feel free to comment as well, because your feedback is very important. But since we're a bit short on time, let's get right into it. First things first, many of you might already be registered to EstMUN. However, if you're not, then I feel obligated to tell a little bit about what it is in general. So, EstMUN, short for Estonian Model United Nations, is an educational game. If you've ever heard of live action roleplay, it's basically that, just focusing on diplomacy and foreign policy. While those words may mean nothing to you and seem really complicated, trust me, we will uncomplicate it for you over the course of 4 days from April 27th to April 30th, when you will have the opportunity to participate in some of the most engaging debates of your life, and you will get to know the thoughts of your peers and colleagues on many different subjects. This year, we are focusing on 4 major points, and those 4 points are tied to the specific committees or working groups that we have at the conference. Firstly, we have the UNHCR committee, which will focus on providing access to education and employment opportunities for refugees and women. And we also have the ECOSOC committee, the General Assembly Economic and Social Council, that will focus on incentivizing the transition to green energy. So everything climate change related. If you're passionate about that, be sure to sign up. And then we have an experimental committee. It might sound a little bit frightening, but don't be afraid. We've been trying this out for the past 2 years, and it's called the International Court of Justice. So if you are passionate about, let's say, international law, or law in general, or you've taken a course in basic law in school, let's say, then that committee might be just for you. And we will focus on maritime law this year, and we will take a look at the case of South China Sea, territorial disputes in South China Sea, between People's Republic of China and the United States of America. And last but not least, we also have the media team. So if you do not really care for politics, but you like writing stuff, you like to be on camera, or you like to be behind the camera and ask people questions ranging from weird to provocative and everything in between, then the media team might be just for you. Over the course of their actions during these 4 days, you will have the opportunity to see how propaganda impacts international newsmaking. And the media team is led by my wonderful colleague Lisa, who is sadly not joining us today, but she will prepare a very interesting and special program for the media people. She's a practitioner herself, and she will be joined by other experts who are also passionate about fields of PR and social media. And please remember, I have just said quite a bunch of stuff. If you have any questions or something seems a little too vague, or you would like just a teeny tiny bit more information on something, please be sure to ask in the comments. And you might be wondering, okay, this is a pretty large event, 4 days, conference, guidance, workshops, committees, etc., etc. You might be wondering, how much does it cost? Do you get to eat? Do you sleep on the floor? I know this might spark some emotion, but let's uncomplicate this bit as well, and I will be passing the floor to Meilike.
Okay, so if you are wondering and you have questions, all that Andrei pointed out, then this event will take place in Kehtna. It's the Vocational Education Center. They have a lovely building there. We visited it in the beginning of January already to make sure that everything works out. There is the accommodation for you. You will be accommodated like 2 or 3 persons in one room. Everyone gets to sleep in the bed, no, not on the floor. There is a breakfast, lunch and dinner organized for you. It is free of charge. So we would just like to offer you the opportunity to participate. If you're coming from abroad or from Estonia, the transport is the cost you have to cover yourself. Did I forget anything? Some organizational something?
I think what's also really important to mention is that if you are already thinking about, oh, how can I sign up for this big important thing that might just define my life? Be aware that there are only some dozen spots left, so we're pretty tight on the registration schedule. If you want to sign up for EstMUN, please look for the links in our social media, both in our Instagram. We also have a Facebook page. Facebook page has lots of references as to where you can register. And be sure to visit the page of Mondo Global Education School, maailmakool.ee /uro-matka. I believe that's not something that you can transcribe from what I just said very clearly, but you can just lurk around in this very Instagram bio to see where you can register. What else? Yeah, I think that it's also very important to mention that this is a networking opportunity. So even if you are not knowledgeable about the topics that we're going to be discussing, or you feel like you lack some background knowledge, which is more than fine, please see it first and foremost as an opportunity to get new friends, to participate in cultural exchange, and to maybe see a perspective that is different from yours, especially because we're living in a very difficult, turbulent time. I think that this is one of the main takeaways that everybody gets from participating in our big event. That is newfound perspective and just, I have this nice saying that if you participate in Model United Nations, your main goal is to have a couch on which you can sleep in every capital of the world. So this might just be your first step to achieving something like that. So once again, very great social opportunities. We have parties, of course, without anything that can bring about chaos and disorder, but very nice supervised parties where you get to chat, you get to sing karaoke, you get to dance, and just maybe show off talent of yours, any crafts or skills you might have. We always have these open mic parties and they're very engaging and very fun for everyone involved. So once again, don't forget to sign up, and please be sure to ask right away if you have any questions. And if you happen to be watching this live as a recording, do not be afraid. We will also answer any of your questions if they emerge later. You can always email us. You can get in touch with us on any of our social media channels. That's at EstMUN 2023 on all social media. And on Facebook, you can simply search for Estonian Model United Nations, and you'll be sure to get a link that brings you somewhere. So, did I forget anything?
So there is a question.
Yeah.
You said that there are 4 topics.
Yeah.
Can I participate in all of them, or are some of the topic groups already full?
So this is a good question. You cannot really participate in all of them because you get assigned to a particular working group. But we're not very authoritarian with our selection. So if you go to the registration form, you can see that you can actually input your preference. So if you're feeling particularly passionate about some topic, you can always select it as your first preference, but you can also order the ones that you are maybe skeptical about, and we will try to do our best to take everybody's wishes into account. If you are in the media team, for example, of course you will get a chance to cover all topics, but not as a participant, not as a policymaker, but as an observer and as a journalist. And if you happen to end up in a EstMUN committee, in that case we always have the General Assembly at the very last day. So even if you have something to say about other topics, you will get window of opportunity to do that. So it's not like, oh, I will be discussing this topic and this topic only. There are certain points of convergence. So, yep, I hope that answers your question.
So another question is a quick one.
Yep.
Both of you, which committee or team would you choose if you were still students and able to participate?
This is a very difficult question. I'm going to pick ICJ, so International Court of Justice, because I'm also not only the Secretary General, I am also chairing the ICJ committee, the ICJ group, and I want to maybe just chip in a little promotional material for my own topic. But that's my personal opinion.
Yeah, my personal is I would choose the UNHR because I'm just passionate about the topic itself. And maybe Kelly, if you, we already know your answer, if you would also answer.
Maybe the media team would be interesting. What are your expectations for this year's event? Because it is an event with long history already. And is there something that you are especially looking forward to this year?
Actually, I am super excited because this is my first event. And I'm super excited that I can be a part, and really I see that the process or the preparation of this event has been really great. We have great cooperation with everyone in the team, and I think this is going to be the highlight of my spring.
That's very sweet of you to say. Of course, I have somewhat of a different perspective. I have, okay, I'm going to be really honest. I have 11 years of memories connected to Model United Nations and everything that's being discussed here in Estonia. So I'm really looking forward to something that I haven't seen yet in a Model United Nations conference. Of course, in a positive sense. Of course, but I'm really looking forward to something surprising or maybe some on-the-spot idea that students and participants come up with themselves, because we always try to give way to creativity and to ideas that are born right there at the conference. We don't want to say to everybody that, okay, this is the program and this is what you should be doing. No, we always try to communicate and have this kind of dialogue between the team and the participants.
Another question is that the participants all represent the country. How do you choose the countries that each person represents?
Okay, I believe that since this is my field of knowledge, I will take this one. Okay, if you are in the media team, this is an important outlier. If you're in the media team, you do not represent a country, you represent a particular either newspaper or news portal that exists out there, a real one. And many of them have very opposing viewpoints. So in the media team, it's not about countries, it's about certain journalistic organizations, so to speak. But yes, in committees, you represent a country and you get to select your preference for the committee, but not for the country. The countries are more or less randomly assigned, with a couple of caveats. The main one being that if you have previous experience with Model United Nations, you're more likely to get a country that is a little bit more complicated. Let's say states that can be considered superpowers, so for example P5 in case of the Security Council, so France, UK, China, Russia, and the United States. We usually assign these countries to somebody who has previous experience because they have very complicated history of foreign policy, a lot of talking points, and this might not be a good entry point for someone who has had no prior experience. But sometimes we will try to mix it up and balance it out. So don't be afraid if you get a super small island country because those might be more fun than the ones that you already know everything about.
I also had one more question. I'm going to travel around a little bit. What do you suggest for the participants how to prepare? Are there any good tips that you can give? Maybe for the ones who are coming the first time.
Usually what we would say is, just try to Google what Model United Nations is, right? But now we have quite a hefty pack of materials that you can sift through. You can look at topics of previous years. They're all up on maailmakoulu.ee, so you can take a look. And we also have what's called the EstMUN handbook. It's a PDF document that is essentially a textbook on doing Model United Nations the way we do it at our conference. And it has pretty much everything covered. From how to dress up and what to bring to the conference, to questions like, what if I fall in love with somebody? How do I behave in that case? Really, the handbook has pretty much everything. So before going to the conference, I would suggest look at materials related to previous years, read the handbook, and also visit our YouTube channel that also has very good tutorials. Those are rather short video tutorials on how to do basic elements of what we call parliamentary procedure at our conference. There we, members of our team, we demonstrate how to essentially maintain decorum, how to behave yourself, and how to make sure that everyone listens to your talking points. So even if you read the handbook, some things might still be unclear. Just go and check out the tutorials.
But do we have something also specific to the committee, for example, that they will, the students will get? Some study guide, something that they can prepare?
Yes, we are currently underway preparing more elaborate study materials related to the topics. And if you happen to register for a conference, which I hope you will get an email that also has the information specifically related to your committee. So a study guide. If you've ever read a short abstract from a scientific paper on a particular subject, it's basically that. So very short, brief academic overview of what you will be doing and discussing in that committee. And if there are any differences in how to act during the committee sessions, or what to wear, what to say, those will also be outlined in that document, which is, once again, as Milka pointed out, is called a study guide.
So to start wrapping things up, when, where, what, how to sign up, and also why should we come?
All right. When? April 27th to April 30th. Where? Kehtna Kutsehariduskeskus, Vocational School of Kehtna in Estonia. What? Estonian Model United Nations Conference, the big event, as we call it. Where to sign up? Check out this Instagram profile, Facebook, EstMUN 2023, and Monjo World Education School, Maailmakool. And why? Because the world itself demands it. We're living in a very difficult time, and it's only for the better if you know how to debate hot and complicated topics with your peers. And also, it's a good opportunity to network, to meet new friends, and plain and simple, have fun.
Merika, why?
Because of the topics, because of networking, because you can really participate in really professional international event. It's just all, I think it's all you need, actually.
Well put.
Thank you for watching us.
And see you at EstMUN 2023. Goodbye.
Bye guys.